Yo, yo, yo. We back with another one and another one and another one, man. This is What We're All Thinking podcast, stories behind the craft. I got a What We're All Thinking podcast veteran, man. She been on the podcast. I've been trying to get this one in for a little minute now. She been bucking me, though. She want to come eat all the food at the house, but she don't want to come get on the podcast real quick. But shout out to her. Without further ado, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey y'all, my name's McKaylee. I am 22 years old. What else? I'm from Orlando. I'm Haitian. Shout out to the Zoes.
Shout out to the
But yeah, I'm a college kid. I'm studying political science right now. I'm trying to be a lawyer. I'm in the military. I just be chilling.
You got a lot of you a jack of all trades a little bit.
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
So what made you such a go-getter?
Definitely, I guess being raised by a single mother. I just seen her do a lot of stuff for me and my siblings. So it's like, that's who I embody, really. Like, I seen her do what she gotta do to handle her business, and that's what I'm doing.
So the real question is, why you decided to go to college even though you know it's a scam?
Because honestly, it's like, with the way I guess society's moving right now, and like the corporate world, regardless of if you know what you're doing or not, if you have your degree, you're obviously gonna, I feel like, look better than the average person who doesn't really have it, unless they know their way for real. But to do what I want to do, you have to have a degree. So it's like, although I know college, can be a scam, it also is beneficial into what I want to do in my career. So I have to go to college in order to do what I want to do.
I think I hear a lot of bad stories about college. Like, I got my degree and I can't do nothing with it. Like,
Well, no shade, but that's on them. Like, because it's so many things out there that you can do, even without a degree. So it's like, if you have a degree and you're not going nowhere in life, you don't have the motivation, you don't have the drive, or you just don't know how, like, you don't have the right connections.
how do you build that, though, for a person who's fresh out of college and doing the things that they're supposed to be doing?
So personally, for me, I don't know. I guess people I meet along the way. So being in the military helps a lot with that, because it obviously puts you in rooms that you wouldn't have been in if, I wasn't in the military. So just meeting a lot of lawyers, a lot of people who are high ranking, who know other people. So they give me their connections. They know what I want to do. They fuck with me. So they give me their connections. And then from there, it just moves up. Like, I just did an internship at a law firm in Maitland for this summer. And because of that, he's offering me a scholarship to go to law school.
Damn.
So,
Why you dropping gems like that real quick? Hold on, now.
what can I say?
So why you want to, like, go through school so long? Like, study law, they say you got to be in school for like 20 years.
20 years is insane. But so undergrad is 4 years, but it's really how long as you make it. So it's like, right now I'm doing my undergrad in 5 years because I transferred. But then afterward, then I'm going to go get my GD. So that's law school. So that's another like 3-4 years for real. And the way I'm doing it through the military. So it's about that time. And then I don't know. It's a lot of school, but it's worth it. Just, I don't know. My upbringing, I know what I want to do.
So, like, how do you juggle? Because you being a college kid, having fun and trying to go through school and then trying to be a human. How you, like, juggle all those things?
So definitely just growing up and my mom putting me in like hella sports, clubs, different activities. So like putting me in stuff with the church and like just volunteering me for a lot of stuff. I guess it raised me to juggle a lot of my responsibilities. So I know how to, I wouldn't say my time management skills are the best, but I definitely know how to like get what I have to get done and then go have fun. But I know my priorities. Like, my priorities are in check. So I'm not going to go out if, I don't have rent for the next month or if my grades are not looking good. But if I'm working, and then I have the time, I'm like, okay, let me just go out just to see what the college scene is like. I'm going to go out.
All right, for sure. So how did the military mold you and also help you with college and things like that? Because I was one of the people that was supposed to go, but I was like, I don't want to go that route no more. I don't want to deal with that.
So I wouldn't say the military changed me anyway. It just literally was my gateway to getting college paid for, to getting benefits. But it didn't change who I was because it's like, although I'm in it, I'm a reservist. So it's like I still can have my own life. But it definitely, one thing it definitely has taught me was to not involve my emotions so much in what I do. So it's like going to the different trainings, no matter what your backstory is, who you are, where you came from. Sometimes they'll treat you like they treat everybody the same. Like certain, drill sergeants, certain lieutenants, whatever, staff sergeants, they'll just treat you how they see you. So if you present yourself in a respectable way, they're gonna give you respect. If you come in crazy, they're gonna act crazy towards you. So it's like some of the stuff is just protocol. So if you go in there with your emotions, then you're really gonna get hurt. But like if you take your emotions out of it and just do what you gotta do, then you'll be fine.
So question is, because I haven't had a female that's been in the military on the pod. So is it harder for females or is it easier?
So if you want to get somewhere, it's harder just because you want the same respect that the men do. So, but they're not automatically going to give it to you. And being that I'm an African American, or I'm Haitian American, and that I'm in the military, I'm surrounded by a lot of white men, white women. So like, obviously the men are gonna be respected automatically, and then it's gonna be the white women, and then it's gonna be the black people. So it's like going in it, if you want to do things like the right way, you want to carry your own weight, it's harder to do that. But gender roles play a lot in the military as well. So like if we're all moving bricks or whatever, moving sandbags, they're gonna have the girls off to the side. All the men are gonna like push them out the way to show their dominance. But so it's easy in that way. If you just want to be in it and then take the easy way out, it's easy like that. But if you want to like show that you are on the same level as the men, it's harder because they're not automatically gonna give you that respect. You have to earn it.
Because I feel like, my brother went to the Marines and stuff, and I just see the women there. I mean, I know the Marines and the Army is different, but I was like, why would a female put themselves through the rigorous training, the rigorous getting down and dirty, not take a shower for days, all types of crazy stuff? Like, why would y'all put yourself through that? I understand what you're doing it for. You want to get free schooling, but damn, you got to go through pulling teeth and losing a limb type shit.
Yeah.
So why you put yourself through that kind of route?
For the money. To pay for school. And I knew that it would better my career, better what I want to do, my future. Like, I didn't really have a path. I knew where I wanted to go, but I didn't have a path. And the military kind of set it up so that I would get there, like, independently in the sense of I didn't need my mother to, like, help me, like, or to support me financially in that way. So I knew that if I could do it myself, no matter how hard it is, I'm going to do it. But it's for school. It's not like it's like my country, whatever. No, but it's for school. It's really all for school.
I bet. So now, what does political science entail?
So political science is basically the study of politics. And so with that, you could be a politician. You could be a lawyer. Working like the government, the judicial system, all that. But it's really like an umbrella of a lot of different things. So you're just mainly learning about like the policies and laws and stuff like that.
But do you think those things are like kind of a real thing? Because there's always crooked people in this world. And like, I don't know why people get into it because there's a lot of like, it's kind of like checks and balances almost.
Yeah, but I feel like with everything, every career path or whatever, is going to be crooked people. So it's like, that's just the baseline with it. But it's like, if you know you're a good person and you have good intentions, to go into the fields where a lot of crooked people are, you have to be like, that change, that difference. So it's like, if you're going into a room where it's people who are just doing like off the wall shit, like crazy shit, be that person to like stand up for yourself, stand up for what you know is right, and be the change. Because you can convince one other person to do what's right. And if they don't, at least you stood on business. And at the end of the day, you can say that you did what you had to do the right way.
I like how everybody using that SOV. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Everybody pulling it out. You know what I mean? SOV, we standing on business always. So let's switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Because, I've been doing a lot of female segments and talking to the females because, you know, a lot of females have different takes on different topics or how they feel. So I wanted to pick your brain a little bit to see kind of like what you think about certain things. And you kind of outspoken about a lot of stuff. Because me personally, everybody has a type of female they like. Everybody has a type of male they like. So in McKaylee's round, what type of dude does McKaylee like?
That's hard because if you look at my track record, it's not that long, but you'd be like,
Well, you say it like that's so terrible. Look at my track record,
I'm just
guys.
saying, like, you know a little bit, but it's just like,
Don't put me out there like that. I don't know nothing. Don't put me in. Don't say I know anything.
Okay.
I don't need nobody to ask me no questions.
Anyways, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like, how do I put it? I don't know. I just feel like no dude that I've talked to, like, no two dudes are the same. But I can say that I do have a bad habit of, like, trying to, like, standing by people for too long, if you get what I mean. Like,
So, question is, do you have a list?
a list
Yes.
of what?
Like everything a guy should follow under.
Not a list per se, but it's like, okay, there are certain standards. You know, everybody has standards. So it's like, it's certain standards that you have to meet, certain criteria. But then my issue is I try to build people up to what I want them to be rather than, like, me taking it for what it is.
So, do you think that when a guy, like, so how do you kind of tell, like, who you got to build up and who comes ready? Or
I mean, you
do
don't-
males not come ready?
I mean, when it comes to, like, who you can tell, it's not necessarily like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, who's the worst out of the bunch? Like, let me pick them and build them up. It's not like that. It's like, okay, they got my attention. Boom. Now we're talking, and then it's like red flag. But I'm just like, I don't see it. And then when it's like we're too deep into it, it's like, okay, well, I'm not just gonna leave. So it's
But
like,
don't that build toxic traits?
that definitely does. But if you're not a naturally toxic person, I do feel like there's toxicity in there, but it's like, I don't know.
What you mean? Because it's like, I think that's what makes females more toxic than males. That what you say right there. Because you see the red flag, but you still gonna take the chance because you think it's a little good in them,
And you
just a
could
little
be
bit.
right.
And you I'ma find it, and you don't find it. You be like, it's all his fault. He made me like this because you've been trying to swim and
that's the
surf
thing,
for that
though.
person.
I'm very accountable for what I do. So I will never be like, oh, he made me like this. It's like, I knew the red flags were there. I decided to, continue pursue the situation. And in the end, it is what it is. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, F that nigga, like, da, da, da. But, like, I'm not going to bash him or do no, like, grimy weird shit. Because it's like,
So you
okay,
you the type of female that post the memes on the story.
I'm my close friends.
Oh, the close friends get it. So the main story don't get it. So he ain't gonna see it. So he gonna make it seem like you ain't heard about it. You just gonna feel me?
Surely will.
That's smart though. A lot of people don't think like you. I think you should, you know what I'm saying, keep that in your game room a little bit. So it's like, after that, so what do you do to like actually be like, I'm done with this guy. I'm gonna just cut him off. That's it.
So I know how I am when it comes to dudes and stuff like that. And when it comes to, like, liking people or whatever, or, when love is involved, it's like, I guess I just separate myself. So no contact. So, like, blocking, Instagram, all that stuff.
Can I say something though? I got an unpopular opinion about blocking.
Okay.
I mean, I understand why people do it, but I think blocking is kind of like weird and lame. Cause I just rather you see the motion, and I just rather.
I'm
you
in
watch.
blocking, like, contacts,
Oh,
like, on the iMessage. So, like, I'll unfollow you on Instagram, but at the end, I'm not gonna block you on Instagram because when I get bored, I'm finna go back to your page. But, like,
that's toxic.
that is toxic. But I'm not gonna, like, do no
that's
crazy.
toxic.
I just want to see what's going on.
Why?
And it's a little bit just to be like, how are you doing?
Question is, so what if you and that person stop talking and get a girlfriend? You go back to the page.
Then it's like, damn, that's happened before, and this is like, oh, okay, gotta move on for real now. Like, there's no chances. Like, nothing's left. Shit's dead there.
Damn, I mean, That happened to me a couple times. I done went back to the
Went back to the
page.
page and it was
I
good up.
done viewed it a little bit, and I see the girl sitting on the floor with the leg holding the leg, and I'm like, damn, that's how we
Lost
doing
the
it.
chance. That's how you doing it.
That's how damn. That's fucked up. Cuz.
Mm-hmm.
So after what? So it was a list going around.
A list.
Yeah, like places a female wouldn't go, like
Uh-uh.
Applebee's, Waffle House, Longhorn. So like, are you the type of female that like you gotta spin a bag, or you
Oh,
don't
no.
care where we go?
I don't care where we go as long as it's fun. Like as long as we have fun, then definitely like I can fuck with you. But not on no like, oh, you got $5 and I paid it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, let's be real. If a man and a woman like find each other attractive, obviously if a man really cares about you or like is looking to pursue you in that type of way, like relationship wise, he's gonna want to impress you. So I'm not sitting here and be like, oh, if he takes us to McDonald's on the first day, I don't care. It's like, impress me a little bit. I'm not saying no steakhouse dinner, the tab
So
about
what if he take you to the
$300.
McDonald's with the playground? Y'all straight?
I mean, maybe for the second date. For that first date, you gotta impress me a little bit.
What he gotta do? Like, what he gotta do to impress you?
Just like make it a memorable time. Just like make me I wanna have fun.
So go karts.
Yeah,
So you sit in the
dinner
passenger
first,
seat.
go karts.
So he sitting in the passenger. You sit in the passenger seat. And he driving.
No, we're racing.
Oh, you want to race him?
Yeah.
Oh, so you competitive. So do you think the military kind of like made you crazy to where like
Like I'm competitive?
yeah, like
No, I've been in sports my whole life. So I played basketball since elementary. My brother, he played basketball as well.
Mhm.
So we both play a lot of different sports, but basketball was our main sport and the sport that we had in common for real. And it was always like, he's the older brother, so he got all the shine. So I was like, okay, you don't get all the shine. Like, I'm already a Haitian, a daughter, so it's like we already don't, you know how that be. But it's like, yeah, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna beat you.
So the military didn't make you toxic or crazy at all. You never did anything crazy to a male.
No.
Don't lie now. This
I'm
is the
being
podcast. This is a safe
Scout's
space.
honor. I never did nothing crazy. Like, the craziest thing I probably done was, like, just, like, text message or voice message. But it's not crazy. Like, I don't really...
So
I have too much to lose to be crazy over a dude.
I feel that. A lot of people don't care though.
No, I ain't no crash dummy. Like, I have a lot to lose. So, it's like, I'm not gonna do nothing crazy.
So no flattening the tires, no busting
Nope.
the windows,
Mm-mm.
no key in the car, sign your name in it.
Oh, no. That's evidence. No. Like, why would you do that?
I mean, it's some girls that be doing that.
Yeah.
Put sugar in the tank. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They you know what I'm
They
saying?
go all out.
But you ain't that type of vibe.
Nah.
I'm just making sure. Because, a lot of people going to be watching. They like to know, like, the ins and outs of how females is.
Yeah.
Because I be seeing some crazy stuff online. Like, would you ever, like, get a dude's name tatted on you anywhere?
Like Krishan.
Yeah. I'm not saying the face. She doing faces and
She's
shit.
doing crazy
I'm
shit.
talking about, like, like a name tatted.
If that was my husband and we had kids together and we was locked in for like years. then
What's the
definitely.
minimum years to get the name tatted on the body?
Well, that depends on if we're married or not. So it's like,
I don't think marriage is a real thing anymore, especially in our society, though, for real.
I definitely want to get married.
I mean, yeah, I didn't say you wasn't.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like a lot of people are now on Instagram that I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. Marriage is whatever. But I definitely want to get married and like have a family.
So
Traditional.
you believe in a white picket fence family?
With a little bit of stank to them. You feel me?
What you mean a little bit of staying ghetto?
Like, not ghetto, but like you can have fun. Like we're not gonna be no average like white picket fence, whatever family, but we're gonna have fun. Like, I just want my kids to know that their mother and their father love each other. Like,
As
they
far
can't
as
say
what,
nothing.
though?
As far as like,
Because everybody loves different.
no, as far as a healthy relationship, like the dad not looking at no other woman, because kids pick up on that. So kids pick up on everything. So if they know that there's love in the household, that's, what they want to embody. So, like, I know I want a marriage and I know I want, a family because I didn't have that growing up. So it's definitely like we pick up on the boyfriends or whatever that's coming in at the house and we know what we want and what we don't want.
I don't know. I just feel like even if you get in that stage or you get married, you locked in.
Mm-hmm.
I done seen marriages, especially like them famous marriages or people that I know, they've been locked in for a little while and then
Yeah.
they just separate. So it don't. I don't think it's kind of a thing where it's like it's a hit or miss because
It definitely is a hit or miss. But at the end of the day, that's what is it? A risk I'm willing to take.
to
That's
be
what it
locked in
is.
with somebody for your whole life just so they could
I
turn
mean,
around and say
that's
they
why
don't
you
love
have
you
to
no more.
like date them, get to know them, know how they are, know if like
But you don't think by the time they 11 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they just decide to just let it off, that is like kind of crazy because you know a person by like the
yeah, who's been married
15 years.
for a
So it's
while.
like, what can you do
But
from there?
sometimes the love isn't there. But that still shouldn't scare anybody away from marriage because if you're scared your whole life, like you're not gonna get like all the opportunities, all the chances that come into it.
So do you think women are unstable creatures?
I wouldn't call them creatures.
We all are creatures.
We all are creatures, but women are unstable creatures. That's an interesting statement.
I asked all the ladies. I asked everybody.
Unstable creatures. I mean, some of us can be unstable, but just like some men can be unstable. Like everybody's unstable. In
I
a
think
certain
men
way.
are a little bit more stable.
More stable than women.
Yes. Because y'all go off of y'all emotions, not y'all.
I mean, I feel like it depends. So it's like, it just depends. Women do think more with emotions at times, but there's some sassy men out there who all they care about is the emotions.
What you define as a sassy man?
Like the men who be calling women bitches or like just get threatened by like seeing like a successful woman or like a woman in power. Like you've seen them trolls on Instagram stuff like that, or like the men who be trying to like what is it like hurt women by saying like just weird shit. I feel like that's a sassy man. It's like you don't like seeing women win.
I never heard of that terminology. They have another name for a man that's like that. I
A
wouldn't say
bitch.
sassy. I wouldn't say bitch either, but I don't know. There's a different terminology for a woman, like a man that's like, I would say womanizer.
A womanizer? No. A womanizer is a man who like be fucking with multiple women. Yeah, that's what a womanizer
Oh, I don't know.
is. Yeah.
Well, pimp then.
No, a pimp is just
Cause he
pimp
be
is someone who tricks females. Yeah, for money.
Well, I don't know. It ain't sassy though. It's a word. I'm just throwing out words to see if I'm getting it
Punk.
right. No, you can say
How they
punk.
be.
So, would you talk to a dude that's in different type of lifestyles and things of that nature? Are you the edgy type?
You could say. I mean, it just depends.
Why girls like to live on the dark side?
I guess maybe they have daddy issues. I don't know.
When I say that, I get in trouble.
I don't know what to tell you.
Cause I be telling them like some girls, I feel like they got mommy and daddy issues.
I mean, some people do. You just gotta admit it.
I don't think a lot of people want to face the fact of that though, cause I think, you know, that goes back to them choosing who they choose. I wanted somebody like my dad or my mom.
I mean, when it
Or they
comes
like
to,
what they see on Instagram as well.
yeah, I mean, it could go like both ways with that. They could like what they see on Instagram, just like that flashy, like, you know, fast lifestyle. Just maybe like a girl coming from like the suburbs or whatever, because that's opposite of what she knows. I don't know. The edgy types sometimes just be exciting.
Why?
Exhilarating.
Why girls want to put themselves in danger like that?
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline so you get hurt?
Not hurt. I mean, you have to be, if you're gonna want to like be in that lifestyle, I feel like you have to be smart. Like you can't be no crash dummy. Like you can't be dumb. You can't be no dumb woman trying to mess with no hood nigga.
I feel that though. Cause I just feel like when I be hearing females like, yeah, I want me a nigga that's in the street that do this and this. Like, what's her name? Little baby girlfriend. What's her name?
Who?
I don't remember her name. What's her
Jada?
name?
Jada?
Who? Jada, yeah, she was like, if a nigga don't tote no gun or he don't sell no drugs, that's not the type of nigga she like.
Well, I mean, she's a rapper's baby mama. She's has money. She living her life, so she could say that. But it's like, if you're just some, you know, regular female, whatever, it's like, if you want that for yourself, it's nothing against you. You should want better. Or you should want to better your man. Like, it shouldn't be about his lifestyle. You should want to add more to his life. So, if he's in the streets, you should be the one trying to get him out the streets, trying to get him, you know, to do better with his life. Because at the end of the day, like they say in the Bible, it's supposed to be like your support system for your man.
So I want to show you a video real quick
Show me a video.
so you can see. I want to hear your opinion on this because this clip been going viral for a little minute now. It's still going viral, still catching. And it's a woman said she did this for her man not to cheat.
For her man not to cheat?
Yeah, she did this certain gesture for
So
him.
he wouldn't cheat?
So he didn't cheat, but they just end up parting ways. So you about to play the clip in a second. Hold on.
What you want? I gave my baby father head every morning. That was my thing.
Every morning?
Every morning.
Like on the wake up?
On the wake
Really?
up, every morning.
Did you brush your teeth first?
Of course.
Okay.
But sometimes I didn't. I'll be
That's
honest.
a lot. Every morning.
Yeah,
that's a
lot.
job.
Wow.
Every single
See, now that's
every
clocking
morning.
in.
I don't.
So
she did have a job.
Yeah,
That's a blow job. Well,
That's
she
a
got a blow job.
That's a full-time job.
Yeah, it was every day. But I feel like I did it so much that now my jaw really be like locking.
But hold on, whose idea was it for it every day, the daily, whose was it? Your idea or
It was
his
my idea.
Okay.
He never asked me. It was
No,
his idea.
you know what though? Because she's like, you're not leaving the house with a loaded weapon. Period.
So
You need
yeah.
to ready before you walk
I
out
feel
this
like
door.
I knew. Like I feel like this is my theory. Like if a guy comes a lot, then he ain't been doing nothing.
Okay.
But if he a little bit, he been doing something.
he could also have been.
Okay, so what's the question?
So how you felt about what she said? She said basically that she give her man head every day so he won't go out there and cheat.
I mean, if a man wants to cheat, he's gonna cheat. Like, that's not stopping nothing. But it's like, yeah, you got to give your man something because he gonna try to find it from somewhere else if he's like that. But at the end, it's like also, just break up with a girl if you gonna cheat.
So how you feel about cheating? What's your take on cheating?
On cheating, like, don't do it. Like, what do you mean?
Like everybody has their own take on it, how they make them feel, what they think about cheaters.
Yeah, I just feel like if you're gonna, there's really no point in cheating. I mean, every relationship is different. And it's like, some people, if you're unhappy in that relationship, or like something's not satisfying you and you go and cheat, I don't know. It's just
So
like
how many
relationships
chances do
different.
a guy to mess up before you
For
be like,
me?
I'm done?
So if it's like, so what I classify as cheating is like, okay, having sex with somebody else, entertaining them like through text message, Instagram, all that stuff. Just giving somebody else your attention that you could have gave to me. So like if it's texting and I see something crazy like off the wall, then it's like, okay, that's done. Because that means you're allowing another girl to like laugh, look at you, do all that stuff. And it's like, why? Why do you want that from her?
So do you believe a woman can be in love with two males at the same time?
No.
Why?
You could have love for another person, but to be in love with someone else is completely different. Because naturally, when you're in love with the man and he's like, that's your man, that's gonna be your husband or something like that, that's gonna be, y'all gonna be locked in, you're gonna naturally submit. And a woman's not gonna submit to every single man she meets.
How you know that? There's some bots out here now.
A woman's not gonna submit to every single man she meets. So there's gonna be that one man, just like the video of Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug.
They said that was all caps, bro. They said she didn't look genuine. She just,
Well,
cause
anyways, it's like, even though that could be fake or whatever, that's just like a perfect example of you're letting your guard down to be with your man. So it's like, you can have love for another man, like your ex or something. I care about them. If they were to die today or whatever, I feel upset about that. But to be in love is completely different. You're going to submit. You're going to be like happy. You're going to be, I don't know, you're going to let your guard down. So it's different. You can't be in love with two people at the same time.
okay. So what is something a guy has to have in order to talk to you? Like nice teeth, clean clothes. What is something that he can?
Like physical?
Yeah.
So physical, you have to smell good. That's for one. You have to like be able to dress, like look good, be presentable, and you have to be funny.
Cause you like to laugh.
I love to laugh.
Every girl say once you make a girl laugh, you ain't
Get in her
ain't.
drawers.
They say once you make a giggle, you can make a jiggle.
Yep.
So is that a true statement?
Y'all be laughing.
So what is the goals for McKaylee in 2024?
The goal for me in 2024 is to prep to take my LSAT, to apply to law school.
What is LSAT? You saying stuff that I ain't never heard of.
It's
You
the
just
test,
skipped over that
the test
bit.
you have to take to get into law school. So, like, you took the SATs and stuff like that to get into college, just like that. So I'm prepping to take my LSAT. I'm in my last year of school. And just, that's pretty much it. I'm just preparing to take my LSAT, last year of school, and trying to get this internship at a law firm or work in the Capitol. And, that's pretty much the goal right now. That's my main focus.
Sure. Anything you want to say to the ladies out there?
I love y'all. Y'all are all beautiful. Y'all got fat asses.
Hey, man. This is what we're all thinking podcast, Stories Behind the Craft. Shout out to McKaylee for pulling up on me. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. We out. Peace.
Hey, what's that? Turn it up.